We just heard from Ages and Ages. That's from their new album, Something to Ruin. And you're catching right here on the Thursday Music Magazine. By the way, I'm Elisa Parker.
And I'm Oscar Perez.
It's great to hang out with you. We're going to be here until about 6 o'clock this evening. I am so excited because Ages and Ages, I am a huge fan of their band. They're based up in Portland. And with us, we have Tim Perry. And I should also mention that we're going to be giving away a pair of tickets as well to the show on Saturday. But hi, Tim. Welcome to KVMR.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. So you guys are coming back to Grass Valley in Nevada City.
It's true. That's what's happening.
Are you listening to music live over there right now, Tim?
No. What you hear is the background music in the waiting room of a Chinese restaurant.
Got it. Okay. Well, let us know when your order comes.
Fancy.
It's fancy.
Pretty techno.
You're in a techno Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Like there's like football and there's on the screen and there's like music, like techno music playing. It's pretty exciting.
Sounds like it. And let us know when your food arrives.
Okay, yeah, we will.
Okay. So, and are you in Portland right now?
Yeah. Yep. We leave tomorrow morning.
Okay. So Ages and Ages has come to Grass Valley at least twice that I'm aware of. And we're so excited that you're going to be back in town at the Center for the Arts coming up this Saturday. And so we were just listening to a piece from your brand new album, Something to Ruin.
Mm-hmm.
And so can you tell us a little bit more about that album? It sounds like what's been happening maybe in Portland has been going on in San Francisco as well, like gentrification and all of that.
Yeah, it's been happening in a lot of places, and you know, I mean, I think the record is just sort of an attempt to address those issues, but not just from a holier than thou perspective, but also from the perspective of somebody who has taken in, you know, some part in it, right? I mean, we're all sort of part of what progress looks like and how progress means one thing to one person and something else to someone else, and so I think it just, you know, it's among many other things that album sort of tries to reconcile it, you know, and have opinions, but also sort of recognize, I don't know, that part of the darkness that we also play in things, and not just gentrification, but I think also just, you know, today's current political climate and
corporate corruption,
yeah, the environment.
Yeah. Are you guys going to stick around in Portland?
You know, as long as we can. Honestly, rents are good. I mean, I heard on NPR a couple of days ago how Seattle and Portland are the highest rising rents in the country and the highest rising house values. So, I mean, it's real here, man. I mean, like, my rent has almost doubled over the past few years, and I honestly am on the verge of not being able to afford to live in the city anymore.
Wow. You guys are going to have your entire band like living in the house to make it work.
Yeah, that wouldn't work, man.
It wouldn't work. So, you know, I
don't know if being in the same band sometimes. I mean, I love them, but, you know.
That would be a little much. My guest is Tim Perry. He's with Ages and Ages. They're coming to the Center for the Arts Saturday night, and we're just thrilled that you guys are coming back. So, Tim, I've chatted with you before, but for folks who are just getting to know Ages and Ages, can you tell us a little bit about the formation of your band? And I was trying to describe it to Oscar, who's hanging out here with me, but I mean, you guys are really unique, you know, when it comes to, like, what do you call it, like choral pop? You have amazing harmonies that you guys create together. I mean, it's just like all around fun and generally upbeat.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, you know, we try and be, I guess we try and be pretty upbeat and very energetic. I mean, we give it all we have at our shows, and by the end, we're always a little bit hoarse and smell terrible, but that just means you're trying and you're working. But yeah, I mean, we started playing music together probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and, you know, various people have kind of come in and out of the band, but even those who are no longer in the band, you know, like to hop up on stage with us when we play shows in Portland and whatnot. We're all kind of family. And yeah, I mean, we're into harmonies. We're into singing together. We're into the power of voices, and the more the merrier. And that's what we like. That's what's fun for us.
Tim, how did you guys form Ages and Ages in the first place?
Portland is kind of a vibrant music scene, and I was writing a bunch of songs. I'd been in a band previous to this, and was kind of taking some space. And as soon as I decided to kind of dig back in, I just started reaching out to a lot of buddies that also played music, and a lot of people were sort of sharing a similar, similar energy as I was at that time, and we decided to just sort of join forces and give it our all.
And give it your all. I should mention, too, Ages and Ages says you guys have received high accolades in Portland and beyond. I mean, really nationally and selling out shows. And your shows really create, I don't know, an ambience of just, if everyone's been feeling a lot lately with what's going on just in the world, whether that's politically or as you were talking about on a local level, Tim, your shows really help build a sense of solidarity. It's like going to a good sing-along, to feel like you're part of something more. Is that something conscious that you guys really strive to create in your shows?
Well, thanks for that. Yeah, I think more or less it's conscious, but it's also just sort of I feel like it's a little bit natural for us. For us, and for me as a songwriter, music is so much just about relating and being able to relate with others. I mean, probably most artists feel that way, but I mean, certainly, in terms of like our lyrics and stuff and what we talk about and the way we talk about it and the way we sing about it, it's definitely intended to be a communal thing and a sharing of feeling and ideas and enthusiasm and terror, all the things that people feel, man. I mean, just trying to reflect the human experience in real time, and that can be an emotional thing, and I value that when I feel that from people who are in the audience and from people who are in the band. It's just a heart on your sleeve kind of a thing.
Have you guys noticed a shift at all, Tim? I was chatting with one of the band members from Rising Appalachia 2 weeks ago, and definitely there was like a shift for them, no matter how someone voted, but with the election results and looking at Standing Rock and just so much going on right now. Did any of those have an impact or an influence on your show that you're on tour with right now and through your music? Like, how has that shifted in your live shows?
It's strange, I mean, we're all living in bubbles, and Portland is certainly a bubble. And so when you go out on tour, it's strange because, you feel definitely, you feel very, very strongly about your political views or whatever. And then you get out there and you realize that, well, it's not that I realize, but I mean, you experience firsthand that, not everybody shares that. And I mean, a few months before the election, we went out, and I just couldn't believe how many Trump signs. And a lot of times I'd bring up Trump or just whatever, my feelings about what was going on, and there'd just be this awkward silence. But, I mean, I don't want to make people feel bad. I don't want to alienate people or whatever. I don't see any point in that. But I also, I mean, our music is always just about being very, very frank and upfront about how we feel, and that's how we feel. And I don't know. So to answer your question, I mean, I think like everybody else, we're just trying to figure out what this all means and what we can do to inject more positivity and love and action into this world, create actual change. And yeah.
That's good. That's great. Well, Tim Perry, he's joining us right now from a Chinese restaurant in Portland, and they'll be down here in Grass Valley Saturday, December 3rd, and that is at the Center for the Arts. And Tim, I really appreciate your time, and we're just so thrilled that you guys are coming back to our community, and we're going to do a ticket giveaway as well. But yeah, thanks so much, Tim, for taking the time, and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you very much, and we're very much. It's Grass Valley and Nevada City area. It's just one of our favorite places. We love going there. It's beautiful, so we look forward to it. And we look forward to seeing people.
Thanks so much, Tim. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do it all the time. Do it all the time. Make yourself right. Never mind them. Don't you know you're not the only one suffering? So what what you're up against. All the disingenuous, they wave you along and say there's always room for us. But we know better than that to take 'em serious.